You just got on the highway driving to work. You can't resist but to look at the huge, colorful billboard with large font that approaches your view. You go on YouTube to watch a video, and you are forced to watch a 30-second ad. All types of social media nowadays contain ads. Advertisements are everywhere. We see these ads all the time, but have you ever wondered if many of the ads actually display true and honest information? Do you ever stop to think about what companies are putting in their advertisements and why the ads are so effective? The point of an advertisement is to promote a certain product, service, or good. Companies often try to manipulate people's minds by carefully using language. This may include things such as missing or false information within an ad. They use language to create a position of power and manipulation. There are many things that they may use to catch the attention of consumers, such as how large, colorful, and creative the ad is. But the other essential aspect of an ad is the actual text within it. Companies utilize various types of language to empower themselves and their product over competitors. While they might not always present false information, they give incomplete information, and examples of this will be provided in the 2 advertisements that were looked at in this investigation. This investigation will include studies of how people may manipulate language to gain power in advertisements. This investigation will begin with the study of 2 different videos and examine the diverse types of language that is used in propaganda.
To begin this examination, we will be analyzing an advertisement by Microsoft. This quick intro will break the advertisement down and explain the use of language and types of propaganda used by Microsoft in which they made the Surface appear superior in comparison to its competition, the MacBook. Some of these uses of language may be part of advertising techniques such as the bandwagon effect. This is a propaganda technique created from the idea that people should or will be more inclined to do things that everyone else is doing. A testimonial is another type of technique used more subtly in this advertisement, suggesting that a consumer may base their purchase on the experience of consumers who had already bought the product. Name-calling is also a propaganda technique that, in this case, is used in a jingle to talk down upon the competition of what is being advertised. In this ad specifically, Microsoft tries to make their competitor, Apple's MacBook, look bad in comparison to their product. To experience the full effect of the advertisement and not disrupt the flow, the 30-second ad by Microsoft that has been selected will be shown first, and then will be replayed, while occasionally pausing to explain in detail what Microsoft has done to appeal to their audience.
This one's got detachable keys. It comes with a pen so you can write as you please. This Mac doesn't have any of that. It's less useful, like a hat for your cat. Surface has touch and a beautiful screen. You can see things like they've never been seen. This Mac doesn't quite compare. It's slower, heavy, and a bit square. Fold it in half. Hello when you start. Lighter than air, you can doodle a heart. Yes, it's plain to see. The Surface Pro 4 is made for me. This one's got detachable keys. It comes with a pen so you can write as you please.
As soon as the ad starts, the 2 computers are presented side by side. Immediately, the music starts playing and a singer starts singing about the features of the Surface Pro 4. This creates an ad that will be easily remembered. Microsoft is aiming at making a catchy ad by use of a song that will hopefully get stuck in the minds of the audience, making the ad more effective. It starts with the detachable keys and the pen, both features that the MacBook does not have. The ad also shows the screen to have a very high quality look and makes the Surface look very sleek overall.
This Mac doesn't have any of that. It's less useful, like a hat for your cat.
It goes on to say that the Mac does not have any of the previously listed things. This is suggesting to the consumer that there are various things to consider when buying a Mac over a Surface 4. Following this, he says that the Mac is less useful, like a hat for your cat. While this is being said, the ad shows the girl trying to use the Mac as if it was a touchscreen, just swiping her finger across the screen to show that it does not do what the Surface can.
Surface has touch and a beautiful screen. You can see things like they've never been seen.
More praising to the Surface is shown by saying it has a beautiful screen, and it proceeds to claim you can see things like they've never been seen. Along with this, a high-resolution picture is displayed on the product, presenting the quality of the device.
This Mac doesn't quite compare. It's slower, heavy, and a bit square.
After the previous praising of the Surface, the MacBook's properties are attacked. The ad claims that the Mac is slower, heavy, and a bit square. Microsoft is attacking the Mac by getting a point across to the audience that it lacks many essential features that consumers look for in a computer. A consumer for laptops like these is looking for a fast, portable laptop that is able to do the job. And this ad is trying to say that the Mac can't keep up.
Fold it in half. Hello when you start. Lighter than air, you can doodle a heart.
The clever rhyme scheme engages the audience and allows emotions created by the song to be linked with the product. The hyperbole, lighter than air, is used to express the idea that the product is surprisingly light.
Yes, it's plain to see the Surface Pro 4 is made for me.
The last lines of the ad perfectly finishes the nice sounding rhythm and rhyme that had been created. It shows the man closing the Mac while saying that the Surface Pro 4 is made for him. The ad ends with a picture of the Surface and text that says the Surface does more, overall summarizing the video and leaving one last thing that the audience will remember.
To summarize, this ad was very effective in capturing the attention of the audience. The company was able to make a memorable ad, which vastly improves its efficiency. However, propaganda was used and information was missing. The ad didn't state any specific specs that make their computer better than the Mac, and Microsoft probably has a reason for this. They wanted to manipulate people's view of the Mac through language so they could sell more of their product. The next part of this investigation is a second video that was made by Hillary Clinton's staff about Donald Trump. This video will be analyzed and broken down, similarly to how the first video was. The use of propaganda and its role in language and power will also be discussed in the breakdown of this video. The video selected about Trump is similar, but still varying from the previous video, and the two will be compared and contrasted following the breakdown.
I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this message.
I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers. She's a slob. She ate like a pig.
A person who's flat-chested is very hard to be a 10. Does she have a good body? No. Does she have a fat? Absolutely.
So you treat women with respect?
I can't say that either.
All right, good.
I'm Hillary Clinton, and I approve this message.
Immediately, the video shows Hillary Clinton and it states that Hillary Clinton approves the message. They do this to validate this video source and to make the audience believe that the video is legitimate.
I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers.
Up to now, the video has shown clips of young females just getting ready and doing their hair. As they do this, Trump begins talking and says, "I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers." This video is making it seem like he said this about the young girls that are seen in the video. This is propaganda because Hillary Clinton and her organization are taking what Trump said to someone else and bending it. Clinton's organization makes it seem like Trump is saying this to all females of all ages, when it clearly is not directed toward them all.
She's a slob. She ate like a pig.
The video goes on, and so does the continuing use of propaganda. The Clinton organization is making it look very bad for Trump and actually a lot worse than it really is. The video has Trump saying she is a slob and she ate like a pig. And while he is saying this, the video presents young women. It also goes to the point where he starts talking about the girl's looks.
A person who's flat-chested is very hard to be a 10. Does she have a good body? No. Does she have a fat? Absolutely.
Recordings of Donald Trump are used to convey Trump's ideas as sexist and the way in which he objectifies women, speaking about the bodies of women as if it were the main quality used to judge a woman. These ideas are obviously not popular with feminist voters, which is why they are being exposed. This allows Hillary Clinton to be seen out as the more agreeable or reasonable candidate to vote for.
So you treat women with respect?
I can't say that either.
All right, good.
In conclusion, both the videos analyzed in this investigation contain not only uses of propaganda, but also examples of how companies use very specific language in advertisements to achieve the desired effect. The Trump ad, however, was more serious and included propaganda to a greater extent, compared to the Surface Pro 4 ad. The overall purpose of the investigation was to examine language in relation to power used in advertisements, and this was achieved by not only looking at the two videos, but providing an in-depth explanation of how the power of language and persuasion is important in advertisements.